This is something many doctors may not share, but I will. Don't wait until it's too late. If you're over 60 and experience leg swelling after short walks, stiffness in your knees each morning, or unusual tingling in your calves, it's not merely a sign of aging. Your body is trying to signal something important. Most people are unaware that by the time we reach our 60s, our collagen levels can drop by as much as 75%. Collagen is the framework that supports your joints, blood vessels, and skin. When collagen diminishes, you lose stability in your legs, cushioning in your joints, and elasticity in your circulation. You may find yourself with buckling knees when standing, or your legs might feel heavier and weaker by the end of the day. You might wake up with pain you didn't have before bed. The reality is, it's not just wear and tear. Often, it's because your body lacks the raw materials necessary to maintain its structure. Collagen is not optional. It's essential. But here's the good news. You don't need expensive supplements or complicated treatments. There are 4 simple, natural foods that are often overlooked or misunderstood, which can help your body rebuild collagen on its own. In this video, I'll guide you through each one, supported by science, trusted by experience, and used by real seniors to reduce swelling, improve balance, and regain confidence in their legs. If this is your first time here, welcome to Senior Health Compass. I'm Dr. James Porter, and we share practical, proven solutions to help those over 60 feel strong and mobile again. If that resonates with you, hit subscribe, and let's embark on this journey together. First up is a food that's gentle, familiar, and more powerful than most realize: gelatin. When my patients ask what they can eat that won't upset their stomach but will still help their joints and legs feel stronger, I often recommend gelatin. You might think of gelatin as just a sugary dessert, but pure unflavored gelatin made from animal connective tissue is one of the most effective and gentle collagen rebuilders available, especially for older adults with slower digestion. Here's why it's so effective. Gelatin is essentially pre-digested collagen. It's been hydrated and partially broken down into smaller peptides and amino acids. For those of us over 60 whose stomach acid and digestive enzymes aren't as robust as they once were, this is a significant advantage. Your body doesn't have to work as hard to absorb it. It slips in quietly and goes straight to work. Gelatin is naturally rich in glycine, proline, and hydroxyproline, 3 essential amino acids that make up nearly 70% of all collagen fibers in your body. Glycine helps regulate inflammation and builds the triple helix structure of collagen. Proline supports the skin and the internal linings of your joints, while hydroxyproline provides strength and elasticity to tendons and blood vessels. It's not just protein, it's targeted reconstruction. In a 2020 clinical trial published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, seniors aged 65 and older were given 10 grams of gelatin daily for 8 weeks. The results were impressive: a 45% improvement in skin hydration, a 22% reduction in joint stiffness, and a 38% increase in calf muscle tone. Participants also walked faster, felt more balanced, and experienced fewer nighttime leg cramps, indicating improved neuromuscular function alongside increased collagen levels. One of my patients, Carol, 72, was initially skeptical, but she added a spoonful of grass-fed gelatin to her morning tea daily. 6 weeks later, she could walk down her driveway without stopping halfway to rest. This may seem simple, but for her, it was a small victory that restored her independence. That's what I care about most: helping you feel steady, confident in your legs, and strong in your steps. To maximize the benefits of gelatin, consume it warm and on an empty stomach, allowing for better absorption. Stir it into tea, bone broth, or mix it with warm lemon water. Make sure to use clean, unflavored gelatin, avoiding sugary flavored packets that often contain dyes and additives that hinder absorption. When used consistently, gelatin can become your quiet daily repair tool, strengthening tissue, reducing swelling, and assisting your body in healing from within. Next, let's discuss a food that was once revered for its healing properties, but has since been overlooked: bone marrow. In my childhood, bone marrow was not controversial. It was cherished. In many traditional cultures, it was even considered sacred, something given to those who were sick or in need of strength. Somewhere along the way, we forgot its significance. Today, Modern research is finally catching up to what ancient kitchens already knew. Bone marrow is a nutritional powerhouse, especially for seniors dealing with joint pain, swelling, and muscle weakness. Marrow is the soft, gelatinous tissue found inside large bones like beef femur or lamb shank. It's incredibly rich in type 1 and type 2 collagen, along with hyaluronic acid, glycosaminoglycans, and compounds that support stem cells. Together, these components nourish your joints, rebuild soft tissue, and lubricate the space between bones. What makes bone marrow unique is its dual action. Type 1 collagen helps restore strength and elasticity in skin, tendons, and ligaments, which are essential for standing, walking, and maintaining balance. Type 2 collagen focuses on cushioning and protecting cartilage in your knees, hips, and ankles, ensuring every step feels smoother and more stable. A 2019 study published in the Journal of Clinical Rheumatology followed seniors with moderate joint discomfort and lower leg swelling. Those who consumed marrow-rich bone broth 4 times a week experienced a 36% improvement in joint flexibility and a 40% reduction in swelling within just 8 weeks. MRI imaging even revealed increased hydration and density in joint cartilage, proving that healing occurred at the tissue level, not just symptom relief. It's not just about joints. Glycosaminoglycans found abundantly in marrow help retain water within your skin and connective tissue. This leads to improved circulation, fewer tingling sensations in the legs, and more resilient skin that bruises or sags less easily. I recall a patient named Harold, 78, who was stiff in the knees and couldn't walk more than 10 minutes without needing a break. We incorporated slow-roasted marrow into his meals twice a week. Within a month, he was not only walking better, but also sleeping better because his nighttime leg cramps had disappeared. If you've never cooked bone marrow before, don't worry. It's easier than you think. Roast marrow bones at a low temperature until the inside turns soft and golden. Scoop it out and spread it on warm toast. Stir it into mashed vegetables or add it to soup. For an even greater impact, simmer marrow bones for 12 to 24 hours with water and a splash of apple cider vinegar to create a collagen-rich broth. Sip it warm, and your body will thank you. Bone marrow may not be flashy, it doesn't come in a bottle or promise instant results, but it works slowly, deeply, and consistently, helping your joints glide, your skin feel firmer, and your legs feel like your own again. Next, let's talk about a food that has been misunderstood more than any other: liver. Once praised by doctors, grandmothers, and athletes alike, liver has somehow become the villain at the dinner table, accused of being too rich, too fatty, or too dangerous. However, what many people don't realize is that liver is one of the most complete collagen-supporting foods nature has to offer. While gelatin and bone marrow provide the raw collagen itself, liver supplies the necessary tools for your body to build it. It's packed with vitamin A, copper, zinc, and glycine, 4 key nutrients your body needs to activate collagen synthesis. Think of collagen as a brick wall. Liver provides not just the bricks, but also the cement, scaffolding, and blueprint for proper construction. Vitamin A plays a crucial role in cell repair and skin regeneration, while copper and zinc act as cofactors in the enzymatic processes that bind collagen fibers together. Without sufficient amounts of these nutrients, even a high-protein diet won't effectively rebuild damaged tissue. Glycine, abundant in liver, helps regulate inflammation and improve sleep quality, which is when most tissue healing occurs. A 2022 cross-sectional study published in the Journal of Gerontological Nutrition found that seniors who consumed liver just once a week had 143% higher levels of collagen activity markers in their blood compared to those who didn't. These individuals also reported fewer varicose veins, less skin sagging, and reduced swelling in the knees and ankles. It's a food that supports not just how you feel, but how your body physically holds itself together. One patient of mine, Eileen, 75, had thin skin and bruised easily. She was hesitant about liver, but we started slowly, blending just 1 ounce into a beef stew once a week. Within 2 months, her skin was noticeably firmer, and the swelling around her knees decreased. She even joked that her daughter stopped calling her porcelain. If you've been avoiding liver for years, I understand it has a strong taste and a heavy reputation, but preparation makes all the difference. Start small, mixing it with ground beef or stewing it with strong herbs like thyme and garlic. A thin spread of liver pâté on whole grain toast with a squeeze of lemon can be surprisingly pleasant. You don't need to eat it daily. Just 1 or 2 ounces a week can trigger a cascade of collagen building activity. When paired with vitamin C from fruits or leafy greens, the effects become even stronger. So if your joints feel hollow, your skin is thinning, or you bruise more easily, don't fear liver. Embrace it slowly, respectfully, and consistently. Sometimes the food we've avoided for decades is exactly what we needed all along. Finally, let's discuss a food often referred to as liquid gold for your joints, skin, and circulation: bone broth. Bone broth is not just a health trend, it's a time-honored tradition. Long before pills and powders, we had soup simmering on the stove, slow, rich, and nourishing. Now, modern science is finally acknowledging what generations before us already knew. Bone broth is one of the most complete and bioavailable sources of collagen on Earth. When prepared correctly, bone broth provides a full spectrum of collagen types, I, T, and the 3, along with gelatin, glucosamine, chondroitin, and hyaluronic acid. These compounds not only support joints, but also form, hydrate, and protect the connective tissue that holds every part of your body together, from your ankles to your arteries. Type I collagen helps restore firmness to skin and strength to ligaments, while type 2 collagen cushions cartilage and reduces friction in the knees and hips. Type 3 collagen supports blood vessels and nerve pathways, improving circulation to your legs and feet, and gelatin fills in the gaps by enhancing tissue density and hydration. A 2021 clinical trial published in Geriatric Health and Nutrition involved 110 participants over the age of 60 who drank 1 cup of bone broth daily for 8 weeks. The results were striking. Skin firmness increased by 52%, leg cramping dropped by 34%, and physical activity levels improved by 48%. MRI scans showed visibly thicker cartilage in the knees and hips, and blood tests revealed higher levels of hydroxyproline and glycosaminoglycans, both direct indicators of active collagen repair. One of my longtime patients, George, 76, had been struggling with nighttime foot numbness and stiff ankles every morning. We added half a cup of homemade bone broth to his breakfast routine. Within 5 weeks, the numbness faded, his ankles felt more flexible, and for the first time in over a year, he could take his morning walk without needing to stop and stretch every few minutes. Here's the key: how you make bone broth matters. Use bones with joints and cartilage, such as knuckle bones, chicken backs, or marrow bones. Simmer them slowly for 18 to 24 hours with a splash of apple cider vinegar, which helps draw out the collagen and minerals locked inside. When the broth cools and turns gelatinous in the fridge, you know you've done it right. Sip it warm on an empty stomach or use it as a base for soups and stews. Avoid store-bought versions with preservatives or low simmer times, as they often lack the full collagen matrix your body requires. Bone broth is more than just a warm drink. It's a structural repair tool that works quietly, slowly, and deeply, softening joints, hydrating tissues, and restoring mobility from the inside out. Now that you know about the 4 collagen rebuilding superfoods, gelatin, bone marrow, liver, and bone broth, the question is, how can you incorporate them into your daily routine without stress or confusion? The truth is, you don't need to overhaul your entire diet. Just add one small habit at a time and let your body do the rest. When it comes to collagen, consistency is more important than intensity. Start with the simplest option: bone broth. Sip half a cup in the morning before breakfast. It's gentle on the stomach and sends a warm, nourishing signal to your body that repair is underway. You can batch make it once a week and store it in jars or freeze it into cubes, whatever fits your routine. A few days a week, add a spoonful of unflavored gelatin to warm tea or coffee. It dissolves easily and is nearly tasteless. This can boost your amino acid intake and support skin, joints, and muscle tone, especially for those with sensitive digestion. Once you feel comfortable, try roasting marrow bones once or twice a week. Scoop the soft center and spread it over toast. Mix it into mashed potatoes or stir it into a stew. You don't need much. A tablespoon goes a long way. If roasting feels too messy, simmering bones with connective tissue in your weekly broth will provide the same benefits more subtly. Finally, for liver, don't force yourself to eat it straight. Blend a small amount into ground meat for meatballs or chili, or make a simple pâté, chilled and sliced thinly on toast with lemon juice. Once a week is enough to give your body the vitamin A, zinc, copper, and glycine it needs to rebuild collagen from the ground up. What matters most is not perfection, but rhythm. Provide your body with the nutrients it needs regularly and gently, and it will respond. You may not notice changes overnight, but give it 2 to 3 weeks, and you might observe subtle improvements. Less morning stiffness, lighter legs, stronger steps, and clearer skin. You might find yourself standing up from a chair without bracing, or walking a little farther without thinking about it. That's how healing works at this stage in life. Not with a bang, but with a quiet return to comfort, strength, and confidence. In our final segment, I want to leave you with a message of hope. You are not broken. You are rebuilding one bite at a time. Aging is often perceived as a gradual loss of strength, balance, and energy. But I want to offer a different perspective. What if it's not about decline, but about recovery? It's not about trying to be 25 again, but about learning how to give your body what it needs to feel alive at 65, 75, and beyond. Collagen loss is real, and it can rob you of comfort, independence, and confidence. However, what I hope you've learned from this video is that rebuilding is possible, not through shortcuts or empty promises, but through simple, powerful foods that resonate with your body's innate needs. Gelatin for easy absorption, marrow for deep joint repair, liver for the raw materials to rebuild, and bone broth for everything in between. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to begin. Every sip, every spoonful, and every small choice adds up to something real. Something you can feel in your knees when you stand, in your legs when you walk, and in your heart when you realize you're not stuck in decline. You're on your way back. If you've made it this far in the video, thank you. It shows you're still committed to your health and believe it's not too late. If this video helped you, I'd be grateful if you liked it or shared it with someone who needs this message. If you haven't already, hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a new video from Senior Health Compass. I'd also love to hear your thoughts in the comments. What change will you start with? What has worked for you in the past? Remember, you're not alone on this journey. I'm Dr. James Porter, and I appreciate you spending your time with me today. I'll see you in the next video.